Hi, welcome to Bible Stories with Activities. Today's Bible story comes from the Gospel according to John. Jesus said to his disciples, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine grower. He takes away every branch in me that does not bear fruit, and every one that does he prunes so that it bears more fruit. You are already pruned because of the word that I spoke to you. Remain in me as I remain in you. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit on its own unless it remains on the vine, so neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit, because without me you can do nothing. Anyone who does not remain in me will be thrown out like a branch and wither. People will gather them and throw them into a fire, and they will be burned. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask for whatever you want and it will be done for you. By this is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit and become my disciples." In today's gospel reading, we hear how Jesus is the true vine, and if we remain in him, then we will bear good fruit. For today's activity, we are going to come up with ways that we can bear good fruit this week, and we are going to write them down and attach them to our vine, which is going to represent Jesus. For today's activity, you are going to need to print off the True Vine template that is attached to this video. So your vine is going to look like this, and then your good fruit are going to be the grapes here and the leaves. And on the leaves, that's where we're going to write the ways that we can bear good fruit this week. Besides the printed template, you will also need markers, crayons, glue, and scissors for this activity. All right, now that you've got your materials, let's get started. Taking your template here for good fruit, let's brainstorm some things that you can do this week that can bear good fruit. Maybe something you can do is to do something nice for your parents or a sibling. You could maybe read a book to a younger sibling. You could also play with a classmate at recess who maybe you haven't played with before. You could make a card for someone who is sick. And maybe you could do something for someone without them even asking. So go ahead and write down some things that maybe you could do this week to help bear good fruit. All right, once you've got the ways that you can bear good fruit written on your leaves, you're then going to color your leaves and color your grapes, and then also color your vine. You're then going to cut out your leaves and grapes and then glue them to your vine. All right, now that you have your vine and your good fruit attached to each other, taking a marker on the vine, you need to write Jesus, because Jesus is the true vine. So go ahead and write Jesus on your vine. And then you will have your true vine with your good fruit. So go out this week and bear good fruit. And remember to remain in Jesus and be disciples of Christ. Thank you so much for joining me.